Hello everyone, today I'll be talking about branding and how and why brands are very important and what you should do in your business when you're actually coming up with unique brand names. So branding is definitely a part of law which needs to be protected. However, apart from law, to move forward and how to brand yourself and your company so that your company moves to the next step or reaches the goal which you have aimed. So, what is important for any company or any startup or entrepreneur is to make informed decisions, how to move forward. So, these are the questions which needs to be answered. Definitely, one of the first and prime important step would be to have the awareness. You should be aware about what your brand is portraying, like what is the USP, what is your unique selling proposition. Understanding your unique selling proposition will provide you an edge over your competitors. That is basically what we do when we are doing SWOT analysis. Whether you are a Fortune 100 company or you're just a startup who is actually starting the business. So once you understand, once you're aware what your customer needs are or what your customer needs can be in the future, you start building stuff in the present. Again, what is very, very important and the cycle of branding is continuous. So you should understand a continuous process has to be followed so that your brand or your brand name reaches to the next position. You have to make informed choices. Not everyone can be a customer. You need to identify that age range, or you need to identify or bifurcate into different parameters. Say, for example, me being a patent attorney, my target clients are innovators across the globe. When I say across the globe, obviously it's a huge market. However, I'm just targeting the innovators or innovative minds who have created something. And any creation needs protection by way of filing intellectual property rights. You need to sit and understand how to go about making informed decisions so that you can actually target that particular age group and just target that age group, and you will see changes which will take time. And the changes which are happening in the current era, when we talk about internet has made the world very flat. So the technology is changing, it's evolving every 6 months. In many cases, the whole market scenario changes within a month. So there's a fiction in the market which needs to be identified. Once you're able to identify those fiction in what can happen in the future, you start making amendments in your present. So this is something which every brand should take into consideration. A brand should work on its strength. I have talked about a lot about SWOT analysis, strategizing your business model. What is important is when you talk about a brand can be a logo, it can be a tagline, or it's a combination of both. So, what are the strengths? So, in general terms, a brand can be bifurcated into three main criterias, or we can talk about the strengths can be talked in terms of relevance. Second is harmony, ROI driven acquisition strategy. When we talk about the acquisition strategy, how much money was put into getting that client. So those are the parameters one should know. Say, for example, if you're going for a Google AdWord, so what was the acquisition strategy conversion rate? So you should be aware about those factors, because then only you can calculate what are the parameters which will work for you in the coming days or in the coming months or years to come. So first we'll talk about the relevance. So brand positioning is very, very important, which is actually backed by the consumer insight. How your brand is positioned in the market. How are people able to identify that brand? Are your customers loyal to you? If yes, that is a good way of branding, because you're actually reaching your target customers. Who are your target customers? And if your consumer insight is giving you that feedback, you are going in the right path. So you need to identify those different business models or different modules by which you can understand the consumer insight. Second is the harmony. When we talk about harmony, it's like everything should be on the same page. It's basically the touch point should be there. It should be same on every touch point. And the third is definitely a ROI driven acquisition strategy. If you have any questions related to branding or intellectual property rights or anything related to law, we at TCIs would be happy to assist. Wishing everyone a very, very happy 2018. We look forward working with you in near future. If you have any questions, put your comments in the comment box. And you can also connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm Prity.khastgir, founder and CEO of TCS India. Bye bye, take care.